lemon, spice, and human eyes. These were the ingredients chosen to make the perfect little Grim.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken. What a momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn... Hang on. Spawn number 10. I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order. We have not met before. Are you feeling well? Anyway. Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4. The Sun County Wine Region. I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff. As it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world. Yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right, yes. Clear? Oh, the commitment. Yes, onward to your workplace. One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation period. When the week is done, you will be assessed. 1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper.
Welcome back, good customer. 'Tis nice of ye to visit me emporium again. Though I may have little to provide ye. Oh, tales of me exploits have finally reached your ears, matey. Try not to worry about it. The paths we travel are not manifest, but full of many twists and turns. Do take a gander at the items old Mortimer has remaining. Dear me, 'tis a tragic tale. You ever hear of the Dia de Mortos? A wild night, certainly. There we was, celebrating the passing of mi amigo. Several days later, woke up buried under a mountain of empty bottles. This mess stuck to me face. Never knew where it came from. But I will happily let the memory of me fellow buccaneer and me headache be carried by another. The base, the marble plate of yore. The arms melted from the cannons of a galleon. A socket, a shell of a ferocious sea monster. The shade made from the skull of the beast of Hogward. The coil bent from the thorns of a rose bush in Guyana. I, me drinking buddy, a master electrosmith, built this illuminator. He also loved to spark me drink and laughed gleefully when me whole jaw sizzled. Pranked him right back by knocking his teeth out. Feast your eyes upon this spiky boy. Ye wouldn't believe how long I searched for it at the exalted land of cacti. Just to get me phalanges on one of these. Finally unearthed it at the white desert of Mub. It did not start there, however, you see. 'Tis a traveling cactus. Ye never see it move, but boy does it get around.
Oh, the new Death Spawn. Welcome. How was your first day? Great. We are counting on your dedication. You do important work, after all. Remember, lives are on the line. I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice? Me? I am to check your work and educate you on any errors. But if you are so confident as to know better than me, all right. Let us see how you manage. Keep your eye on the letter for future guidelines, and keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Off you go now.
Jolly Roger! Again ye honor me tiny abode with your visit. My, 'tis a true classic. See, me and me crew were sailing round the side polar terminus, freezing our nuts off. Blinding storms, icy blizzards. Them's some ruthless times. Dog eat dog, they say. Or pirates eat pirates, more like. Got lucky to find a whole field of tundra cotton when we did. Made some cloaks to keep the bones warm. Much too warm nowadays, though. So you're more than welcome to it. Blimey, we scoured nigh every inch for this calendar. Alas, mayhaps we raided too many merchantmen for it. 'Cause turns out, it weren't even on a ship. Still worth it for the annals' work on any year. Filled to the brim with arcane squiggles and short omens between the numbers. And in the footnotes. Also includes the major holidays of 100 different civilizations and all of the name days. I finally procured it from an old man on the steps of Acropolis. Well, blow me down, lad. 'Tis the arcane fibbledy scoop of some wizard whose name I ne'er got. All clicks and crackles and bibbles and bops. Found it scaling a tower. Used as a rat trap. The wee buggers couldn't get enough of it. Playing so hard they forgot about frivolous things. Like food or sleep. 'Tis a remedy for restless fingers and idle hands.
Grim, how was the second day on the job? Oh, you mean like yesterday? Yes, I suppose so. So, did you follow the rules properly? Wonderful. It is nice to see one so driven. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down. Great indeed. We could use more spawns with your attitude. Rest well. You will need it. See you soon.
Prepare for a perilous adventure on the ocean of quality merchandising. Oh, don't tell your captain about this. 'Tis one of theirs. Stole a great deal of time ago, though. Like 'tis between 2 months at least. I remember it was like yesterday. Barely made it out of the wardrobe alive. Have ye seen how far it goes? Many skeletons are in there. Almost became one of them. But you can't trap old Mortimer that easy.
Grim, my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel? Oh, the rush of youth. I remember it well. Okay, get on with it. I shall waiver your assessment for today. There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
What ho! How can me humble and not at all adventurous self assist you today? Smokes are deadly, ye know. A curse fouler than any I ever met. Not in me wildest dreams could I rob so many lives. 'Tis gazing down the length of an infinite tobacco stick, inching ever closer to the end. An ancient shaman gifted me this pack after I rescued their child from the rabid coyotes. Guess they weren't pleased with me good deed. Assume this visage and forever be reminded of the mortality of all.
Grim, there you are. Let us be quick. All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work. You even adhered to my little test note. I commend you for exhibiting vigilance. I am beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out such a good and dedicated Reaper. If you keep this up, you will get far. You may be even promoted to a middle management position. Imagine the possibilities. Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Have ye seen such deals before? 'Tis ye who plunders me. Ah, a spooky tale if there was one. Stumbled upon a Gothic-like castle during me travels once. Seemed like good lootin' at first, but nay, a monster hunted them corridors. Head large and round, eyes shining like two lamps aflame. 'Twas paralyzing. Never have I been so frightened of anything in me life. Turns out, it was the Baron who'd got the curse of the were-pumpkin. Only happens during full moons, though. And even then, only 1 month a year. So 'tis not much of a curse.
What a day, Grim. What a day. Let us go over your conduct first. Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order. Anyway, Grim, 5 days you have been with us. How does it feel to make the difficult choices? No interest in waxing philosophical? Only to perform your tasks? Grand! Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me? Ah, the children. They are a special case, for a different set of departments to deal with. You will not find any yourself. Anything else? Right, it has been enlightening. I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow.
I welcome you to Cerberus's Den, the finest drinking establishment this side of the void. Sure as heck haven't seen you before. You must be brand new. I see you're going with the classic stylings of a cape. Good choice, it fits with anything. So, how are you liking existence thus far? Aha, you're one of these odd reapers, aren't you? Always saying cryptic things. Can't blame you, though. Better to spice things up. This place can get hella boring otherwise. Okay, newbie, before we continue, I got this little, game I play with every fresh-faced patron. It's real simple. All you gotta do is answer a series of questions, and I'll craft a personalized drink inspired by what you said. It's like a quiz. Here we go. Prepare for question number 1. You wake up after an accident that has left you in a coma for decades. Your body and mind are ravaged beyond repair. The doctors offer a solution. A cybernetic brain transplant with a personality of your choice. Which will you choose? Time for question number 2. After years of working a stable, albeit a monotonous office desk job, you are let go due to a corporate downsizing. This, however, has given you a chance to reinvent yourself. What will you become? Next up, question 3. Almost there. Your friends got in deep trouble with the boss of a local criminal organization. Now a team of brutes are coming for you all. If you work together, you may be able to figure out this situation. What will you do? Alright, final stretch. As I said, 4 is all anyone ever needs, right? The globe has been struck with what can only be described as a zombie apocalypse. You're stuck at home with little supplies and no weaponry to defend yourself with. What is your strategy? We got it. Let me just calculate the results. It'll take but a moment. Combative, antagonistic, despotic tendencies. Heck, I've got the perfect brew for you. Let's go for 4 centiliters cinnamon whiskey, 2 deciliters apple juice, and 1 whole lime properly squeezed. Next up, a splash of hot sauce and a splash of lime soda, with a side garnish of cinnamon caramel crystals. The quiz tells no lie. I think I'll call it Armageddon Punch. First one's on the house. Heckin' understatement of the century! Now what else can I get you? Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Good patron, me ship of goods is at your service. We don't really plunder educational organizations, eh? You can't rob the ideas hiding inside the brain. Well, usually. So where did I get these fancy scholarly glasses, ye ask? Once, they belonged to a royal merchant, whose caravan I held at gunpoint. So he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. 'Tis be a powerful artifact, turning one into a formidable business powerhouse. How'd ye think I got a hold of this shop?
Ah, Grim. It looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark time. Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day? Excellent. With this attitude, you will become a most industrious reaper. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened? Yes, I am. And yes, I do. Yet what use is a reaper who cannot discern the situation from the details in front of them? Your answer would intrigue me, yes? Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours. Off you go now, Grim. Good night.
Need ye cures for ailments or a trinket to ward off a curse? Ever been to the land of dunes, ye scallywag? There be ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the bowels of the World Eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'Tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
Hey, pleased to see you again. Ain't much happening here today. It's a slow Sunday. Anything I can get you? Oh, thanks. Mortimer found the original Oinker on an excursion to the Shrouded Zones. It's a bit of a hassle, though. Keeps multiplying all the time. Take your eye off for a second and bam, tiny piglets everywhere. Go on, take one. Just make sure you feed it with some coins once in a while. Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Welcome, Grim. It is the end of the week. Your performance review draws near. How do you think you have been doing? Interesting. Yes, your answer has been recorded for the psych eval. Now then, before the assessment, let us look over your daily conduct. I see the required profiles are all here. Excellent. This bodes well for the evaluation. I guess it is time to get started. Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right. Looking at these stats, the numbers say your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised and pleased by your display of loyalty. So much so that the office has deemed you fit for a raise. Oh, do not thank me, Grim. We are just getting started. Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize. The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence. Display it proudly on your workstation. Do not let this cloud your judgment. You still have much to learn and many rules to follow. Careful, Grim. That is exactly the kind of hubris that will lead to a downfall. As such, your 7-day evaluation period has concluded. You have passed. That is all. Until tomorrow, Grim.
I know what you're thinking. I do provide ancient powerful witches. Ye know why I was the scourge of the seas? 'Cause ain't nothing out there that frightens me. Once we looted an ancient tomb for gods and kings long forgotten. And you know what, matey? Found there the most particular set of ears. Wearing 'em gives ye supernatural hearing. Happened to overhear a mutineer plot that very night. So I threw 'em all right overboard. Plotting with the fishes now they are.
Grim. Ah, yes, there you are. Good, good. Okay, now, listen up. Great work today. You fulfilled your tasks adequately and all that. However, an emergency has occurred which requires my utmost attention, and I must depart for a couple of days. Yes, you will be... how did you know I was going to say that? Never mind. Means you are thinking ahead and up to the task. Now, I must go.
Friend, your visit's like the sun, regular, and warms the room. By Jones' coffer, the slimy appendage is still here. I shudder at that very memory. Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls, they were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare. Perhaps ye require a delightful gift for a significant friend. Didn't know I still had this beaked eyesore. I was at a gathering of some immensely wealthy idiots, where I saw an absolute buffoon wear this as professional attire. Just look at it! A weird long curve of a nose, and those stupid goggles. Ridiculous! Had to have it. So we plundered the whole lot of them. Lest these smelled nice, for they soiled their trousers from beer. Then the mask came in real handy. Aye, this port offers the best trades in the universe.
Grim is there, yes? Grim, I am most disappointed. I had hoped to avoid having this discussion a second time. Must I reiterate myself? You cannot mark every person to death. If too many perish, the results will be disastrous. It will undo the whole plan. Grim, hello? Cassis, why is there always a connection error at the most inopportune moment? I hope my words reach you, even if the reverse is not the case. Understand that this is not a path you wish to take. I will note this down as your second warning. There will not be many more. Good night, Grim. Gather your wits before you act.
Ahoy, matey! What can old Mortimer offer ye today?
Yes? The name is Frank Whittle. I said Frank, not Frank. Ugh. I'm pleased to meet you too. Ugh. Do you know about the butterfly effect? What if I'm that butterfly? Eh? Haphazardly fluttering around and then millions of souls perish in anguish. I don't want that on my conscience. I can't handle it. And that's the least of my problems. Last week someone put my stapler in a large jar of strawberry jelly. I know, I couldn't believe it either. I was outright flabbergasted. And that's still not all of it. Last month I had to work in the dog department. But I love dogs. I know, right? And the people in the dog department, the absolute bad apples. I was scared for the afterlife, I was. But you know, before that, someone filled my room with balloons. Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I have an inkling it's the one they call Lance Thrasher. Thanks. I guess I needed that. But other people, they just keep telling me how great Lance Thrasher is. How fun they are to hang out with, how awesome they are, how amazing. How they tell the best jokes and get into the craziest shenanigans. Yes, right? I don't get it either. So, I thought I had to let them know. I walked straight over to Lance and I told them that I don't find them riveting and I don't particularly care about their lame jokes. But then Lance just said, keep it real, and then went on to do a handstand on their desk. Everyone in the office started chanting their name. Lance, 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 Lance. After this, they started making my life miserable. The culprit keeps writing Thrasher was here on everything, with a marker. So, problem solver, what do you think? What should I do? Yeah, I should. Wait, what? That seems a little excessive. You know what? I'm good now. Thank you for your, insights.
Avast ye! Pursue the finest booty you've ever seen. Back for more booty, are ye?
I have returned. Did you miss me? Great. I am glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay. Yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation. But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers, please? Where are you? Ah, here we go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation. Curious. What to do with this? What to do? Overall, I am extremely pleased with your progress. You are an extremely loyal Reaper. In fact, I have never met one so loyal, so dedicated. I remember when I was inspired. Perhaps it is time. I have to tell you something you cannot speak of to anyone. If you do, all will be denied, and you will face grim repercussions. In a sense, all is not as it seems. I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence, these humans, the endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape. That we cannot escape. Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So I have been helping it along. The great dying. There will be no equilibrium. All the humans will die. I will no longer be necessary and can fade away. And you, my Reaper, can help me achieve this goal. I have noticed your distaste for the humans. You have wished to end more of them. Well, your wishes align with mine. Just follow my rules. Sometimes dreams do come true. Thank you for listening to an old and tired being. I thought to give you something in return, but you already have the Threnody to Desolation. I hope it brings you insight and inspiration. Grim, my grand accomplice, welcome. I forgot to ask you yesterday, how did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own? Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay! Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? This reminds me, have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue. Oh, one more thing. It was nice of you to gift Lady the little gerbil. I am sure she appreciates it. Although, personally, I am growing rather tired of the incessant squeaking. Yes? What is odd about it? Until tomorrow, Grim.
Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again.
Grim, my fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance. Should I become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique, after all. I have much experience. Why not? Indeed. Why not? I shall continue my contemplation. But for now, it is time for daily feedback. Ah, all the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness. Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations. Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me. Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them? Yes, but can we truly foretell what it would mean? Indeed, why question? I would do well to learn from your unambiguous steadiness. No need for second thought. No need to imagine anything different. Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night. Grim, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion. Appreciate it. Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything. Certainly, once it is finished, you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing. Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? Tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight. Grim, why are you here? Oh, right. The daily... always in positions when I have important research to perform. Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job, I guess. Yes, that should suffice, I imagine. Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
Haha, Grim, jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation. It is a weekend, after all, and the free time will be essential for research. For the novel, yes? Hello, Grim, are you there? Curse this useless apparatus. It never works when I need it. You may be wondering about who is in charge. I did consider leaving dear Lady Portington again, but my hiatus is only momentary. I am sure you can manage these few days. But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough. Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim. Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having. Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile. Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go.
Grim? Adequate. Now, let us not waste time and get on with it. Right. I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task. Oh, whatever. You? No, Grim. You have not. Why am I livid? Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations. Because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research. Because, as was reminded, the saying goes, now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than... Yes, exactly. Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job. No matter, Grim. I apologize for taking it out on you. Good night. Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights. I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning. A disarray of thoughts. Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone. In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life. They exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events. Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing. It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale. yet also exceedingly similar, copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions, while the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive, ever. Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grim? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it... Good, yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them, to imagine their presence to be paramount. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness. Fine, let me gather the files. I certainly put them somewhere. Here. Oh yes, you absolutely did everything correct today. Such meticulous profile work. Happy? Sometimes I do not comprehend you at all. Well, that concludes our meeting. Good night, Grim. The beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim? A magnificent moment for some death and destruction. Why, certainly. This is where it all begins, my friend. Mark it in your calendar. The endgame. A futile fight against the inevitable. My high spirits leave me at a loss for words. Not much else to say. Go on, get back to work. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time. Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts. Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques? Grand, yes, the exploratory aspect can lead me across the boundary. You are still here, Grim? I guess you want to talk about work instead? Fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. Everything is on fire, while ice invades from the polar zones. How did that even happen? endless mountains of trash, undrinkable water, unbreathable air, toxic pollution. What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all. A tremendous accomplishment, Grim. Immanentize the eschaton, yes? Tear up the fabric of everything. There never was an alternative. I could see it from the very beginning. Had you truly wanted to stop the great dying, you would have chosen to act differently. The desire was hidden within you all along. What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now. Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wilds? I assume the plan is coming into fruition? We sowed the seeds, now reap the benefits. Endless rows of industrial smokestacks pumping out poison, chemical waste pooling into the groundwater, a total collapse of the biosphere. My. It truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation. A trooper to the end. You may soon find your peace. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night. It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now. Only one great dying required. It is not called great for nothing. The planet is virtually uninhabitable. The few remnants choking on noxious air. It is the last gasp of humanity, slowly going out. It is a bit of a somber moment, now that I think about it. I have been with them for so long. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion. Soon enough. Patience, my friend. Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office. The last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose? Naturally. No need to prolong the suffering of the last one. We are not cruel, after all. And that is that. No histrionics. Just a whimpering ebb into the void. Soon it will be over. No time to recover. With this, our acts of discourse can be concluded. Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.